Have you ever noticed, like the stinkier the face you make, like the better it sounds? Like you really smell something bad, it's gonna sound really good.
Sounds good. Yes, yes.
I mean, that's part of the secret to successful guitar playing is just you got to have the stink face.
Well, you've seen like the slug,
yeah,
like the John Mayer
Yeah.
slug
Oh, yeah.
and the Slash slug thing. It's disgusting, but it's funny as hell.
Hey everybody,
Yo,
Rob and this guy here. What's your name?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. Brett from More Music and MoreGuitars.com. How you doing? What are we talking about? What do we got here today?
I don't know. You tell me. 509.
These look like PRS 509, sir.
They do. I like it, man. We've been
I do.
noodling on these things, and it's a comfortable.
You know, I was thinking
guitar to
about this.
play.
It seems like every time I do a PRS video, I say, "Oh, this is the Swiss Army knife of guitars." Doesn't matter what model it
I
is,
know.
but this
is.
is the Swiss Army knife of the PRS line
It
by
is.
far and away.
Yeah, I mean, it's got obviously a bunch of pickups in it. You know, it's
Or not,
really
obviously.
got. Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but the it kind of came from the 513, which had the adjustable pickup output.
It had like
thing.
what 10 5-way blade
Yeah,
switches
it looked
on
like
it.
it looked like a
knobs
Swiss Army knife.
yeah.
But it had the extra 3-way blade, which kind of adjusted the output of the pickups for lack of better terms. And not many people were kind of digging it, and a lot of people were digging the 408, which had these little guys, which are what?
Well, they're toggle switches, and what they do is they tap these two what look to be pairings or humbuckers. So this guitar, the 509, has, think of it this way, 5 pickups. They give you 9 different settings.
Yes.
And then you've got the cool factor here of having individual separate coil taps for these two groupings. So the cool thing is you can have this set up in a single hum scenario with a 5-way, or you could flip this little toggle here, split this, and now you got hum single with a 5-way.
Yes.
Or I could flip this one up too, and now I got single 5-way.
Yes.
Or I could have, this gets confusing.
Well, you kind of.
I could have single hum if I wanted with a 5-way,
Yes.
and I have all those different It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is, and I mean, the cool thing about it is, I've got a McCarty that has push-pull to coil tap.
Mm-hmm.
Stay out. And and it's cool. I mean, it was the first coil tappable guitar I've ever had, but to do that in the show, whenever you're wanting to kind of just rock and roll, it's a little cumbersome. This little guy, you get used to how little they are, and you can kind of feel your way around really easy after a while.
Yeah.
And it's a hell of a lot easier. You know what I mean? If you're going from like, Stevie Ray Vaughan to like just to give it some more bones, some more grit and some more fat on that bone, a little moisture.
a little more meat.
Yeah. You can flip it, throw the humbucker on and just give it.
Give it a little what's for.
Why, Alan?
What is that exactly?
I don't know. But
So-
you go from this, you go from to this. Just got a little more funk, a little more gristle.
The other unique thing about the 509 is, with the exception of the Silver Sky, I think this is the longest scale guitar that PRS makes. The fact that this is 25 1/4 inch scale. So now you're almost Fender scale length at this point.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit tighter string tension, so you get a little bit more spank, right?
Yeah.
So you've got all these single coil-esque options with your pickups to work with. Now you've got that kind of Fender-esque spank. So you can get some really nice
Yeah.
F-style sounds if you prefer.
Yes.
FU.
But yeah, I mean, and the thing is, you've got all this stuff to choose from, if you're and you know, you may only use 2 settings, but if you don't have this guitar, you couldn't get those settings.
Right.
You know what I mean? You could, you know, and especially since they switched the custom 24 and the custom 22 switch to the 5-way blade, that kind of gives you a lot of variation.
Yeah.
But you're kind of like, you can't get a single coil neck pickup by itself in a custom 22 or 24 anymore.
Right. So this you could. All you'd have to do is, so here's my 2 toggles. I've got this back one controls the back pickup, the front one the front pickup.
Those little gentlemen.
So I can split this little pairing right here by flipping that up. Now I put my 5-way blade over into just that pickup, and now I've just got neck single coil.
Booyah.
Go back to humbucker.
Turn it back in single coil and put it in a high gain setting.
And unplug my guitar at the same time.
See, there's no noise whatsoever.
That's how quiet that is. Excuse me.
Okay, now listen. Turn it back.
Yeah.
That's not, I mean, you're going to have noise with a single coil, but that's not
high
obnoxious.
gain. Yeah, that's not
I mean,
obnoxious at all.
I mean, that's the gain on channel 3 on a TC50 above 12 o'clock. That note.
I go back to
You're
humbucker. You got to remember the stink face. So good. So good. So good.
So the cool, you know, let's go on here. Let's dig a little deeper because we've told them about the production run model, and you keep pointing at your guitar, looking at it.
So our guitars are slightly different. They both on the surface appear to be PRS 509s, but what you have is, sir, good sir, is you have the core model, the cataloged model.
Yes.
So the basic 509 comes with a flame maple top. You can upgrade to a 10 top, of course.
This is a 10 top.
Mahogany back, mahogany neck, rosewood fingerboard.
Yes.
All right.
And your production birds.
And your production birds. What we have here is a wood library version that we've spec'd out on a factory visit, and we dressed it up a little bit.
I like it.
So we gave it a 10 top quilt, which you can't get any other way, right? You can't just open the PRS catalog and order a quilt top 509.
Not anymore.
You can get one here at More Music and moreguitars.com. We've also got the smoky black hardware. Smoky black. We've got a Carina back instead of the standard issue mahogany. Carina, it's got a kind of a lighter look to it, but it's definitely in weight. It's a little lighter, but you don't sacrifice tone at all. We've got a nice satin finish figured maple neck.
That's what it's all about.
And an ebony board.
So that's, most people would consider an ebony board an upgrade. And you know, some things, you know, some information for those of you that maybe have just been, have only gotten to play core models or maybe SEs and S2s. You haven't played something with a satin finish neck. Turn that thing around.
Yeah.
Even though, you know, this is a flame maple neck, the finish on it, it doesn't have like a clear coat on it. And it feels, a lot of people are enjoying that nowadays.
Yeah, well, the thing with the glossy necks is when you're playing live and you start sweating and you got a little funk going on, they get sticky.
Yeah.
You know,
and
this doesn't get sticky.
It's nothing to shy away from. I mean, you get used to it, and you just, it's what you do. But I mean, you grab one of those. I mean, I put a rosewood neck on my hollow body too, and you know, I personally like it. I mean, my old McCarty has rosewood neck, and it's not finished.
I used to, before I played a lot of these newer, like the maple necks and the rosewood necks we've been getting on the PRSs, I really never had a preference.
Yeah.
I never really paid attention to how, but now I'm like playing some of these and I'm like, okay, I get why this is a thing now. Like people are digging this.
Well, you know, and you played a lot of strats or strat-like objects, you know, with your what's yours? What do you have? You have a, what's your Strat-like object? Is it a Strat?
It's a Franken Strat, but it's a it's a
Okay.
Strat-like object.
But I mean, you know, the majority of the necks you used to buy that were maple necks and fender
yeah,
were coated.
Yeah.
You know, so there really wasn't a difference in feel necessarily. If you weren't playing, you would just feel the neck. But
Yeah.
this is a huge difference,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you can feel it. You can definitely say it feels faster because you don't your funk from your hand doesn't react with
Yeah.
it like the
And this guitar actually, the birds are a little bit different too. We've got the Sparkle Abalone.
Baloney.
Sparkle Abalone centers with the gold mother of pearl outlines.
Gold mop.
Gold mop.
It's very, very,
It's very handsome.
yes.
We have, this is the Charcoal Cherry Burst. I think we've got a couple of Faded Whale Blues left from this run,
Yeah.
and a couple of Angry Larrys from this
Ooh.
run too.
Haven't seen that color in a
Yeah.
while. Very nice, very nice.
Got to check the website, moreguitars.com. They're there.
Yeah, and seriously, like in the comments, you know, we're going to the factory next week for the experience, and then I go back a couple weeks later to build a bunch of guitars, Wood Library guitars, and we're trying to decide what models we want to, you know, order and
Yeah.
pick out while I'm there, and you know, we'll take your advice. Put something in the comments. Let us know what you're thinking. But this run turned out amazing. Like I love that guitar. Carina back, maple neck. It's special. And listen, turn that around again and show them the neck again.
One more time.
Yeah. So if you order a guitar with a flame maple neck, which you can't really, but sometimes you get lucky.
Oh,
get
you
one
can
off
if
the-
you do it with us.
Yeah, right. But I'm saying a production run.
You say not anybody can do it, but
Right.
you
We
know,
can.
we can.
But you won't see that kind of flame. I mean, that's unbelievable. That's like that on this, that's what this is on this body. And it,
Mm-hmm.
it looks unbelievable. So why don't we,
I was just going to go through some of the clean
yeah.
pickup
I
sounds.
want you to.
So I've got my toggles down, so I'm in full humbucking mode, so to
Yes.
speak. I bent it a little out of tune.
It's a little out. Little out, she'd say.
So clean, this is just the back humbucking pairing here. Go to position 2, now I've got this humbucking pair with
This.
the middle pickup. Now I'm just middle pickup. Middle and neck. And neck.
That really mellows it out. You know what I'm saying?
Now here's what I'm gonna do, see? I'm gonna
See, I say
split this. So now that's just a single coil neck and middle. Middle, again, that middle position doesn't change. Now I'm gonna split this to single.
I'm doing the same settings.
Oh yeah.
Hang on. like we're playing Leinert Skynyrd.
It kind of feels like it, doesn't it?
That's my favorite.
Very nice.
Bam, 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 bam.
I dig the 509. Yeah, I really do.
I mean, it's like in a studio, it'd be silly.
You wouldn't need another guitar. I mean, you could have one. I encourage it. But you wouldn't need it.
Well, you've talked me into a few guitars in the past.
Listen, if you guys have any questions about the 509, all you got to do is give us a call, chat with us on the website, send us an email. We're accessible, and we've got this guitar, that guitar, and more to choose from right on the website right now at moreguitars.com.
Live.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
I'm Rob.
I'm Brett.
And thanks for joining us. Come back and watch some of our other great, exciting videos. Thanks.